Hello family, hello tribe, hello friends. Welcome to another episode of Full Moon with Umi. This is the final full moon of the year. This full moon is in Gemini. You might be having a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings on your mind. It might be a bit of a busy month for you. It's the holiday season. So I'm making this full moon to remind you to ground yourself and to fill yourself with love as we enter 2020. 2020 feels very abundant to me, full of love, full of life, very hopeful as we enter this new era, this new decade. 2020 as a word is about clear vision, clear insight. So I think as we enter an era, a year of clear vision, it's important to write out your goals for the year and to create a clear vision for your manifestations this year. So I wanted to make this final full moon about manifesting your desires and setting yourself up for 2020 in the best way possible, because I want everybody to have an abundant year. I felt like this year for me was a very abundant year, but I think a big part of that was because I set up this year to be so. I manifested it to be so. I took the time to visualize this year to be as abundant as it is. And so I want to continue that energy into the next year. And I hope to help you to do the same. Also, don't mind the lighting. I'm just going to let the sun do whatever it wants today. I really like this kind of moody look. Before I begin, I'm going to burn my juniper. Cleanse the air, cleanse the energy. So let us begin. I took my tips for manifesting and put it into kind of 7 steps for you. I'm free-flowing with this video. I'm free-flowing with what I say, so I'm excited to see what the divine has for me to share with you today. So let's start. Step 1 of manifesting the best 2020, entering 2020 with a clear vision for yourself, is to reflect on the past year. I take some time before I even manifest, before I even visualize, to journal about my previous year. I think about what were my biggest places of growth, what were the biggest challenges I overcame, what were my greatest learning lessons, what are all the accomplishments that I accomplished this year, who are the people in my life, why are they in my life, what is the energy of the people in my life, what is the energy of the environment I'm around, what place am I in my career, really reflecting on all decisions and the flow and the realities that were 2019, and always doing it with love. So I don't say what was my biggest failure this year. No, it's what was my biggest place of growth. Everything is growth. Everything is for your highest good. So with love, reflect on the past year and really, really think. Remember, nothing in life happens to you, it happens for you. And once you start to see life in that way, you start to see the lessons and everything, so you can apply and learn in 2020 so the same lessons aren't thrown at you again. That's the only reason why you feel like the same things might be happening to you, is because you didn't learn your lesson. You're not taking the time to reflect. So take some time to reflect and write that down. Step 2 is write out some gratitude for the year. End the year with so much love. Every single thing I give love for. All the people in my life, all the new opportunities, all the little things, the plants in my house, the water that I get to drink, and then all the lessons I got to learn. This is how you take negative experiences and turn them into positive growth-centered experiences. So everything that happened to you, be grateful for it, and take some time to write a list of everything that you are grateful for. And there's so much to be grateful for, even the little things like your body, air, friends, food, everything. So take some time to give thanks so you can end the year with an open heart. Reminds me of my rose quartz. That's what giving thanks reminds me of. Step 3, now it's time to look into 2020, time to write out your goals for 2020. My favorite way to do this is to begin by envisioning my highest self, the highest manifestation of myself, all the love, the pure light that radiates from myself, and I say, how do I want to get there? And maybe you may not know specifically what you want, maybe in your career, maybe you're still flowing into that. But you can be specific about things like the relationships you want to have with people, your spiritual goals, your self-love goals, your goals with your diet, your goals with exercise, your goals with self-care. And as you create these goals for things around, things like your career goals will become more clear to you, and it'll flow to you more easily because your overall being will be in a higher vibrational state. So be very, very specific about what your goals are for 2020. For example, my spiritual goals are, I want to meditate more every day. I meditate about 20 minutes every day. I want to meditate 30 minutes at the least every single day. I want to bring my juniper, and I want to bring my sage to sessions and places that I go so I can always cleanse the energy around me. I want to read a book a month about spirituality, and I also just want to read a book, like a nonfiction book or a fiction book, any type of book every single month, things like that. Be very, very specific. Spend time doing this. I know you might feel, oh my God, I'm busy. This is important time to be taking for yourself, so spend the time doing it. And also an example when you're thinking about goals for your relationships with people, this goes beyond romantic relationships, but let's start there. Let's say you want to manifest your ideal partner. Take some time to really write down all of the aspects of your partner.
What they eat, the ways they think, maybe even their astrological sign, their relationship with their family, their goals, their humor, their career, their
everything. Get specific about who you want to manifest, but also you can get specific about the friends you want to have, the people you want to work with. I want to work with positive people. I want to work with people with great energy. I want to attract endless, infinite, amazing opportunities and people with ease. As you write out these goals, my higher self is telling me to tell you everything with ease. Don't write out these things thinking anything will be difficult for you to achieve. Write it out with so much ease in your spirit. Everything you write will come true. Believe that deep within you because you deserve it. You have nothing to lose by thinking that. Remember, you have nothing to lose by loving yourself. So love yourself a little bit more and things will flow to you with even more ease. But again, write everything, all your goals out with the deep subconscious understanding that everything will manifest to you with ease, because life is supposed to be easy, my friends. And another tip I have for when you are making these goals for your year, especially when you're doing goals for yourself, my friend Jocelyn, love you Jocelyn, I'm gonna put her Instagram up here, she gave me this amazing tip. Draw out a picture of yourself and make a diagram of all the ways you envision your higher self being embodied. For example, I draw a picture of myself and I might write a line here for my mind, and I say, I want to fill my mind with positive thoughts and loving affirmations. I want to fill my mind with knowledge about natural remedies, about astrology, about Reiki, and about tarot. Those are some of the big goals I have. My body, I might write a line out for my body and say, I want to work out every other day. I want to fill my body with great energy. I want to start doing more yoga. I want to start pole dancing, things like that. For my pockets, I want to fill my pockets with abundant cash flow, because money is energy, and I want to be able to spend my money with ease and let it flow back to me tenfold. Maybe to your feet, I want to ground myself more deeply every day. I want to feel grounded and present. Spend less time on my phone, more time in the now. Things like that. Make it a creative experience. Really visualize. Everything is about visualizing. So that's step 3. So step 4 is to create a vision board. So take those goals that you have written out with ease, with love, with abundance, and let's put it into something visual so you can see it. Put this vision board by your bedside. Put it somewhere you see every single day, so every time you wake up, you see it and you remember everything that is flowing your way visually. It's beautiful. And take the time to do it. I think a lot of people shy away from it because they don't want to spend the time, but this is an investment in self. This is an investment in your future. Take some time to make a vision board. So how do you make a vision board? I'm going to list off a couple ways to do it and see what resonates best with you. So my first vision board, I made it by getting some construction paper. And then I went online onto Google
or whatever your search engine is,
and I would look up pictures that correlated with the goals I had written out. For example, if one of my goals was to meditate more, I would go online and I would look up like meditating person, aesthetic meditating, and I would find a picture that really resonated with me, and I would put that on my vision board. If on my vision board, one of my goals was to go on tour, so I put a picture of a tour bus on my vision board. Things like that. It's super easy. It's really fun too. My next vision board, I want to be even more creative with it. It's really fun to be creative when manifesting your goals. We are all creative beings. Don't ever let yourself stop you from being creative. So for this next vision board, I'm painting on a canvas, and while I'm painting, I started meditating before I painted, and painted on abundance and light, and just let whatever flow onto the canvas. And on top of that, I'm putting all my pictures from the internet that I found and sticking it on. Super simple. And the third way you can do it is you can look through magazines and books and whatnot and find pictures that way. But the whole point of making a vision board is to turn your words into something visual that you can be reminded of every single day. Step 5 is to script out your year. So scripting, I talk about it a lot on my live streams on Instagram, but scripting pretty much is when you write about something in the future as if it is a present. It's like creating a journal entry for the future in the present. So what I like to do is I like to write out a journal entry at the end of 2020, but I do it at the beginning of 2020. Just inviting all the abundance. Look over your goals, look at your vision board, look at all these things and say, okay, how would I envision this all happening in a story, in a journal entry form? So I'll be like, 2020 was an abundant year. I'm so grateful for all the amazing people that have flowed into my life. Thank you, universe, for all the amazing opportunities I've had with my music. I've been able to tour the world. I've been able to go to Europe for the first time. I released amazing projects this year. I've been meditating every day and feeling very at peace. My mental health is in a great place. I feel so abundant, so light. I feel present. Write about your life in such a beautiful way, as if it's already happened, because it's gonna happen. Solidify it into a journal entry. Ooh, one more thing on the note of scripting. If you have a monetary goal for 2020, as in like an amount of money you're trying to make in this upcoming year, a really fun thing to do is to write yourself a check for 2020. That's what I do every single year. I write myself a check for however much money, $1 million, $2 million, $100,000, $20,000, $10,000, whatever your goal is. Print out a check. You can just find a blank check online or rip a page out your checkbook. Write out the amount of money, and I say from the universe to me, and I say from like music or whatever way you see yourself making that money. I put it in my wallet, and I also put one on my vision board. That way, I already have the energy of that money that's flowing into my life in my physical space. And I'm reminded of it every single time that, ooh, it's flowing my way, so easy. So now, on to step 6. Before I go to step 6, let's take a breath together. Okay, so step 6 is to give thanks to 2020. It's kind of like an extension of scripting, but after I finish scripting, you can even put this in your scripting, so it can go, step 5 and 6 can kind of go within each other, but with everything that you're manifesting, also give thanks to it. So I say, thank you for my healthy body in 2020. Thank you for all the amazing career opportunities that have flowed into my life. Thank you for, I'm trying to move into a house next year, so thank you for this beautiful house I'm living in. Thank you for all the alkaline water I get to drink every day. I'm trying to get an alkaline water machine in my house. Thank you for all the beautiful plants in my home. Thank you for all the music I created. Give thanks for the future as if it's already happening, because when your energy is there, the physical manifestation flows so much easier, so much faster. So every time you move towards it, it moves towards you. It flows towards you. So that is step 6. And finally, step 7 for 2020 is to meditate on it all. Sit down with all of your goals in mind, with this gratitude in mind, with this excitement in mind, and just meditate on it. Envision yourself doing all these things. Envision yourself being the healthiest version of yourself. Envision yourself achieving your career goals, manifesting your perfect relationships into your life, and just fill yourself with so much joy and light. Who cares what the world around you right now looks like? It's all about 2020. If you want to get to your dreams, you got to feel it. You got to feel your dreams flowing into your life. So close your eyes and feel it flow. And then what I also like to do is I like to kind of envision like myself pulling out cords of any negative attachments I have to this year, any negative attachments to people, to thoughts, to memories that are holding me back, to unhealthy habits. Just imagine myself pulling it out and breathing out this dark energy and breathing in light. Whatever visions and images flow into your mind, let it be that. Let that flow into your spirit. Don't judge it. That's your higher self. That's your ancestors speaking to you. So just let it flow and fill yourself again with gratitude and ease and light. And it might take time to get to this place. Meditation is something that takes time. You got to sit with it for a bit. So meditate for 30 minutes, an hour. If you get a bit restless, start with 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a one-time meditation. It can be a multi-day meditation experience. Whatever your intuition tells you, let that flow. That is my final tip for entering 2020, manifesting the perfect 2020 with a clear vision in mind. I say do this before the year ends. Take time to do it. Do it over the course of a couple weeks. If you see this in 2020, do this in 2020. Do it whenever you see this video. That's when you were meant to do it. That's when you were meant to see this video, is whenever you saw it. That's when the universe wanted you to receive this information. And again, do it with love, do it with gratitude, and do it with no self-judgment. Love yourself fully. I dare you in 2020 to be fearless. I dare you in 2020 to ask yourself, if I had no fears, what would I do? That is where your passion lies. That is where your highest growth and your purpose lies. I ask you to take responsibility for any habits you form, for any realities that you want to separate yourself from. Take responsibility for it. Ask yourself why these things have manifested in your life this year and how you want to change that up in the next year. And use that as a way to grow in your self-love. You're so powerful. That is an example of how powerful you are, my friend, my love. So, those are my messages for you. This is a one take video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sending you all the love into 2020. I have so much hope for you. 2020 is going to be an amazing year for you. 2019 was just a story in your growth. Everything in 2020 happened for your highest good. Realize that, let go of the attachment to it, and enter 2020 with an open heart and an open spirit. Thank you for following me. Thank you for watching this video. If you're still here, I love you. If you're still not here, I hope you feel the energy of this love I'm sending your way. You are loved. You are light. You are divinity. You are so powerful. You are gentle. I love you. I hope that you follow me on this journey into 2020, and we have a great year together. Thank you.